Question 10 is as follows. 5 friends had these bank balances. 5 friends had these bank balances. Benny had £230. Johnny had negative £570. Sarah had £65. Wendy had £460. Jason had negative £190. Question 10a is list balances in order starting with the lowest. Okay, so here they want us to list the balances that were in their bank accounts starting with the one who had the least balance. Okay, so to answer this one effectively, you should have the knowledge of integers or number line, then you can answer this one correctly. Okay, so when we look at the amount of money that was left in their bank accounts, the balances, so we can see that we have got negative 570 and negative 190. Okay, so when you are comparing negatives, when you find a number like here, when you compare this number and this number, you notice that 570, when we ignore the sign, and 190, 570 is bigger than 190 when we ignore the negative sign. However, when a negative number has a bigger number, that means that number is smaller. This number is smaller to this number. So this number is bigger than 570. Okay, negative 190 is bigger than 570. Okay, so that is what you have to bear in mind. Don't be deceived by this number. Since it's bigger, then you want to be deceived by this. This is not true. So with that in our mind, we can say negative 570 is the smallest, so we can record 570 here. Negative 570 is the smallest. Then negative 190 is the second smallest. Okay, then we come to these numbers. Now we know these numbers are positives and we're able to tell which one is bigger. So next, the followed after negative 190, the next one is 65. Remember, these numbers are in pounds. Then we have 230. Then we have 460. Now, this is how the list should look like. The list of the balances in order starting with the lowest. This is how it should look like. If you have got questions, please you can ask in the comments. Otherwise, these are the answers. Question 10b is as follows. Jason receives £120 for his birthday and puts it into his bank account. What is his new balance? Jason receives £120 for his birthday and puts it into his bank account. What is his new balance? Okay, so first of all, to answer this one, what you need to bear in mind is we need to ask ourselves how much is in Jason's account. In Jason's account, we are given that in his account there is negative 190. In Jason's account there is negative 190. 190 pounds. So that's what we're going to write. We're going to write negative 190 pounds. That is the amount of money that is in his account. Okay, so if this is the money that is in his account, then he's given 120 pounds and he puts it into his account. That means he's adding money in his account. So we say plus 120 pounds, which he has added in his account. Okay, then we can evaluate this. Okay, what will be in his account? Okay, so what we need to do first is we need to compare these two numbers, ignoring the signs first. Okay, which number is big between 190 and 120? Okay, so we're able to tell that 190 is bigger than 120. So what is the sign is, what sign does 190 has? It has a negative sign. So we know that our answer will be a negative. Okay, so we can even write the negative sign in advance to say our answer will be a negative. Then once we have done that, the next thing we need to do is let's find the difference. Okay, so to find the difference, we can write even down here. We say 190 minus 120. Okay, like this. Then we say 0 minus 0 will give us 0. 9 minus 2 will give us 7. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. So we can say that the difference of 190 and 120 is 70. So our answer here is going to be negative 70. So his new balance will be negative 70. So here we can say his new balance is negative 70 pounds. Negative 70 pounds. That is his new balance. Okay. Question 10C is as follows. How much more money is in Benny's bank account than in Johnny's? How much more money is in Benny's bank account than in John's account? Okay, so here what we need to do is we need to identify these people being mentioned. So Benny's account is here. Okay, he has 230. So we take note. We can say Benny's account has 230 pounds. Okay, then Johnny's account. Johnny's account. Johnny is here, second here. Okay. In Johnny's account, there is negative. In Johnny's account, there is negative 570 pounds. Okay, that is what is in Johnny's account. So, for us to find how much how much more money is in Benny's account than in Johnny's account, we need to come up with an expression. Okay, so first of all, Benny's account has more money in his account than Johnny's account. Okay, so what it means by having a negative in a bank account, that means you even owe the bank. So for Johnny to have $1, he should deposit in his account 571 pounds so that he can have, for him to have £1, he should at least deposit in his account more than 570 pounds. He can deposit 571, then you will have a balance of £1. Okay, so in this shortest way, we can say Johnny is in debt. He owes the bank some money, and that is 570. So for us to find the difference between these two people or two accounts, what we need to do is we need to subtract. So what we're going to do is we're going to say 230 pounds minus negative 570 pounds. Sorry, let me put the pound sign here. Okay, pounds negative 570 pounds. What will be our answer? Okay, so to evaluate this, what we're going to do is we're going to say 230 pounds, then negative times a negative will give us a positive, which is going to be plus 570 pounds. Okay, so when I said we multiply the negative signs, I was talking about this negative multiplied by this negative. Ignore the unit. Okay, let not the unit confuse you. Ignore the unit. Okay, these units, don't consider them as we are doing the operation. I've just used them. In fact, it could have been even easier if I just ignored them, but I used them so that you don't lose the track of the units. Okay, so these are units, never mind about them, but when I got a positive sign here, I multiplied this here, the negative, and this negative here. Okay, that's how I came up with this positive. Okay, so I hope it's clear with you. Then now we say we add this. Okay, so we have we have this, so we can say 0 plus 0 will give us 0, or I can say 230 plus 570 will give us 0 plus 0, it's 0. 3 plus 7, it will give us 10. I'll write 0 carry 1. 1 plus 2, it will be 3. 3 plus 5, it will be 8. So it is 800. So we can say pounds. So when we ask, say, how much more money is in Benny's bank account than in Johnny's account, we are saying it is 800 pounds. It is 800 pounds. That is the difference. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel